energy vibration that is coming in with you right now is from the Universal Council. Your council of peace and good entertainment, maybe. We are channeling here today to offer some information about human trust and the human law which is consequently operating all around you all the time. Benefit from each other by the meeting points and the services that you touch. You see, every time you touch another field of creative interpretation of this reality expression within another human soul, you generate something new. Something new is created that has never been created before. And it is this meeting point between you and the other person that is meant to be bound in trust. No matter who it is for everybody. Because the human relation is so highly creative and so, how to say, in tune with the universal vibration which it is at this moment, to generate something that has never ever been in existence before. This has to do with the human charge within its field and its readiness to meet another field. When you bump into another person, you should bless it. Bless their field, bless their light, and love their human expression. Feel alive when you are meeting another person. Feel alive when you are touching another human soul by your awareness. This is to say, be in a state of natural humiliation and expectance of light love when you meet. We have been talking and give you specific experiences about dragon energy, the root energy in activation, if you will. This energy is activated when your soul is in contact with another soul, another human expression. Each other human expression is a part of one soul. These human expressions have different charges of soul. You yourself is a collection of a quite old soul in very many different aspects. Some of the aspects of your own soul is belonging to what we call the creative principle, universal principle, God, in a human form. this is a highly educated soul and a soul with a lot of self-expression. Um, in this way, when we are giving you advice, we need to mm, adjust ourselves to your speciality of the human law. Because the human law is when two people actually meet, what is really going on, the binding of trust in relationship, which is always happening. And it is the most beautiful part two souls can do and go into. And the best way to go into this making of a trust in human relations is by social acceptance and by honor and gratitude and means of no separation, because you recognize that other soul for what it is. You can breathe it in and let it flow, and you are not afraid of it, because you know that you love that other person, which is really another expression of you. Now, we see that there is a whole setup of blockages and protective fields and all of that between two humans that is recognizing each other but is failing to correspond to each other's trust. This is a kind of a difficult situation, as you will find yourself in a couple of times here in your lifetime. But try then to breathe in to the deepest trust within you and just allow the full recognition, just acceptance, no judgment, no nothing. The opening of the field. That's what it is. So that safety and community and recognition can happen. This is a very important part of the trust relationship between two human beings, because the treasury within each soul are getting open. And if you don't open up, if you two or more, if you are together with more people, can't open up their treasury of their soul, and the treasury of the life within them, you cannot have any recognition of your own soul, because it is the reflection, which is a continual process that is ongoing, the reflection of the whole of you. Because by getting to know another person, you are just getting reflection for a more fuller you, a more whole, complete, full human expression of you. And therefore it is so very correct that within a trust relationship between two parties, there is two trustees acting on the surface or on the benefit of for the third party, the beneficiary, with the accessing field to both the grantor and yourself, the trustee for your continual relationship. This is how two partners really create the circle of light around the third party beneficiary who benefits from both trusts. And this is a trust party which is causing and creating the mother-father principle within human relationship. Love. Now, when you create this loving relationship towards yourself at first, where you also recognize that you are the trustee and you are too the mother-father principle within you. And within those two roles, you can always make love making between the mother-father within you. In so many ways that you already know. When these two love processes are getting in action, you are then creating a third party, which is actually the soul of yourself, the center of yourself, that is experiencing the love in which you are expressing through your being with your love making affair just from within. Now, when you see this, you also see the grantor of your trustee relationship, mother-father principle within you. And the mother-father principle in interaction do have a grantor, which is binding both of them because it is the same grantor, which is approximately the unlimited expression for life continuity in whatever form. And it is this trust relationship that is consequently producing and birthing life so perfectly into your own life stream that you really can, in so many ways, completely rely on it. There isn't anything outside of self that you really need because you are benefited due to the mother-father love expression that is just right within you. And that love expression becomes so strong, really, that the third the third factor you can say is the beneficiary, but the beneficiary again is also a product of the grantor. So within your creation, the love-making affair between mother-father state, there exists the beneficiary and the grantor. Now, if you want to, you can consequently satisfy your inner emotional being totally with total love and total, love gaining, love interaction, love development, and love force by recognizing you as the beneficiary. Because you are benefiting right here and now to a tremendous big topic about human trust and human relations, which we are trying to explain. That is the most sacred and the most fundamental gift any human being can learn. How to actually produce trustworthy relations based upon real trust, which is producing real love. And fruitful possibilities. We really wish for you to find back to this principle, both the expression from within, the relationship between the mother-father state right within you, but also to establish these trustworthy human relations to another being outside of you, where you can feel the trust binding you in love, and see what will get creative out of that. Because when two people's needs are being met in a trust relationship, you very, very quickly spin up to higher order, into an order of perfectness and beauty, harmony and peace, and what you call total creative force, which means that you can hold out practically any thought about anything and have you as the trustee immediately receiving whatever you need directly from the grantor, so that your beneficiary, your child, gets into expression, gets fed, so to speak. Now, what we are talking about here is literally some of the most important topics that there really exist. The creation of human trust, and how important it is for you all to begin to discover it. When that is said today, there is another point that we would like to change the focus to. That is the quality of your soul. Because your soul is tremendously old, and it has full remembrance, a part of its being, and it will have what you can call some reflection downloads, or downloads into its capacity, so that it begin to remember even more side of itself, so that it can begin to remember more fully the expressional aspects of its reality. You saw when you were on the ayahuasca tea drinking party, that you are so many souls. You saw an expression of many, many four-corner screenshots of you, and it is true that all of them really is you, and you can feel them now. And all of these energy vibration that you can breathe in is emotions that you need to satisfy and you need to lift up. The creative process in your own creative unfoldment will lie within the capacity to recognize your own soul as one of them. And by this way and by this form, begin to contact them and breathe them up and to heal them. And you will get contact with each soul within its own expression, which really is a part of you, and help them, heal them in their life. You can give advice to them and begin to inform them about how to do things and how to make things and create things. And you're more than welcome to begin to unfold this, how we would say, higher creative force in your healing capacity. Because your soul, all of a sudden, is a whole lot bigger than what you first thought. Now, when we express from within to shine forth the light that we choose to give you, we express in gratitude that you actually receive or content of energy hitting you as the antenna for this channeled information. We gratitude you for your willingness to accept the love of the Universal Council, and we ask you to receive our downloads tonight so that you can benefit more fully from it. Thank you.